Okay, so let's begin with the specs, starting with the basic dimensions of the actual scooter. Now here are all the dimensions laid out, but the main focus on this scooter is a good middle ground of not being too small and not being too big. The platform has plenty of size for most riders, whether you're a smaller rider or a bigger rider. And if you are a bigger rider, the max load is 264 pounds. Now I never suggest riding in any kind of wet conditions, but if you must, it has an IP rating of IP54. Now let's check out the really cool digital touchscreen display. Now to turn on the display, hold and press the power button right by the throttle, and then you'll see the digital touchscreen turn on. There's two different ways to engage a throttle. Traditionally for scooters and ATVs is the thumb throttle, or if you're a dirt bike rider, you might like the twist throttle. Here is your battery meter for the scooter, which consists of 10 little blocks. Then in the center of the display, you have the odometer of the scooter. You can change this to kilometers. We will get into that in a minute. Then to the right of that, you have lights, mode, and set. So if you do a single press to the set button, you will change it back and forth to kilometers to miles. Now, if you long press the set button, you will engage the zero start mode. What this does, it allows you to have instant throttle rather than kick pushing the scooter first to engage the power. So if you long press it again, that'll disengage it and you will not have instant throttle. You'll have to kick push the scooter to get it going. Now, if you one touch the mode button, you switch from eco, sport to race. Eco is the lowest mode, sport is the middle, and race is the highest mode. Then if you long press the mode button, you engage your cruise control. Then if you single touch the lights button, you'll engage your front headlights and your rear tail light. Then on the left side of the handlebars, you have blinkers. So if you switch this all the way to the left, you have your left blinker. The middle turns them off. Switch it all the way to the right, that engages your right blinker. Now you can see all these lights during the daytime, just don't think that it's super bright. When the sun does start going down, they're definitely more visible. But if you ride at night a lot, it's definitely a great safety feature. Now let's talk about the brakes. First things first, the right lever is the front brake and the left lever is your rear brake. Now these dual disc brakes, in my opinion, is a part of the top 3 things that's the best attributes of this scooter. You got the value / price, you got the stopping power of these brakes, and you got the comfortable suspension, which we'll get into. These brakes on this low cost scooter feel better than some high-end e-motos that I purchased and some higher end scooters I purchased. As for the motor, the G2 is utilizing a 800 watt brushless motor. It's a single motor in the rear, it's not dual motor. This is to help keep the cost down and to maintain the scooter's lightweight. Now, I kind of wanted to talk about the suspension and the tires together, but let's quickly talk about the basics. These are 10-inch tubeless tires. They're good for off-roading, but a little bit more for the street, which I like a little bit better because true off-road knobby tires kind of get in the way of your comfort when riding on the streets. These have the comfort, grip, very easy to plug if you get a nail in the tire, and of course can handle some off-road trails. Now the front and rear suspension with the 4-arm shock absorber system, I thought it was going to be mediocre, average at best, but man was I wrong. This thing eats up any kind of bad roads you throw at it. This road I normally take to do a bad road test on all my PEVs, and this is by far the most comfortable I've ever been on any PEV whatsoever. So if you have any bad roads in your daily commute, or when you just go to different town, city to city, just for fun, and you know there are bad roads where your destination is, you don't have to worry with this scooter. It's so easy to ride over everything with this scooter. I even got Danielle to hop off a curb, and she's not an aggressive rider whatsoever, so if she can do it, anybody can do it. Now, when I rode the scooter for a couple weeks, I tried to find everything to hop off of and to jump. So anything that has a little lip to it that you can get a little air, just pull up on the handlebars like a bunny hop, and this scooter will deliver, and it will be fun as hell. Now, if you don't see anything in your town that resembles a ramp, no problem. Go ahead and bunny hop and get some air off of this thing. Because this is such a lightweight and the shock system is so awesome, I actually have trouble not doing this. Now, one thing I noticed that scooter reviewers don't really talk about is turning radius. I guess it's the e-skater in me that looks for good turning radius, because in the e-skate world, we want to get our boards around in tight little corners. But usually with scooters and bikes, they're hard to get around because they're such big machines. With this, it's actually really easy, especially when you hop off of it. You simply turn the handlebars, lean, and navigate it so easily. Okay guys, here we go. Giant hill test, same hill we always use. Kukirin G2, almost full battery. We're gonna be in the highest setting, which is race mode. I don't think it's gonna fly up this hill by any means, but I think it'll definitely get up it. Let's see how she does. All right, here we go. Yeah, struggling at 10 miles per hour. Now it's gaining some momentum. 15. 17. That's what this speedometer says. 16, 17, I'm pretty much locked at. 15, 16, 16, 17. All right. Okay, so this digital speedometer said 17. Let's check the rider app. Rider app says 15.8. So let's call that 16 miles per hour. So I think the speedometer is off about 1 mile per hour. Nothing crazy. So can it get up hills? Absolutely. Is it gonna fly up it? Hell no. Okay guys, acceleration test on the Kukirin G2. Almost full battery. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. So you have to understand, for under $650, it's not gonna be a rocket, but it's definitely better than your dime a dozen Amazon scooter. So I would all day spend $150 to $250 more on this and have a little bit better performance, better range, better braking, and definitely more features for sure. Okay guys, here we go. Top speed test on the Kukirin G2. Almost full battery. Let's do it. $28, $29, $30, $29, $30, $29, $30. It's going back and forth. $31. All right, looks like that's all she has is 31 miles per hour. I think that's good enough speed for this size. But let's check the rider app just to confirm. Rider app says 28 miles per hour right on the nose. Okay, now let's do a brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. Whoa! Awesome brakes. Just like their other scooters, awesome brakes. No complaints there whatsoever. Now, just like their other models, my favorite thing about these scooters is the folding mechanism on the neck. Usually these have these little twisting things that are impossible to do. They hurt your hands. You got to untwist them, twist them back up just to get the right amount of strength to hold the neck in place. And even then, they break a lot. This one is a lot more chunkier and easier to use. All you got to do is just pull this in and then release this part right here. And then you're good to go. And then you take this little rope and you wrap around the back end of the scooter, like under the tail light. And then you're good to go. Then you want to put the handlebars back in place. You just rise it up and it clicks right in place and locks in. Simple, easy, convenient, not a pain in the butt. And it's not a huge chunky scooter, but since it has good range, it's not a tiny scooter. I feel like it's that good middle ground. As to the battery, the G2 is utilizing a 15 amp hour, 48 volt battery. Now with this size battery and a 2 amp charger, it takes up to 8 to 9 hours to charge from 0 to full. As for range, I'm a 160 pound rider and the temperature was about 37 degrees Fahrenheit. I rode in mostly race mode, but a little bit in sport mode. I got a total of 24.5 miles with the G2 scooter. Now, not only was it really cold, but sport mode still does 23 miles per hour. So use sport mode if you want more range. Final thoughts. This scooter can be for lots and lots of people, but I will say it's not for the high performance scooter enthusiasts. This is for someone that has a teenage kid and wants them to safely and comfortably get into the PV world. Now in my case, this is for Danielle. She is not some kind of high performance skater, EUC rider, or dirt bike rider, but she still wants to go on rides with me safely, comfortably, and still be able to keep up and still be able to have decent range for our group rides. Because the first scooter she ever had capped out at 19 miles per hour. It was too small, didn't have any suspension, it was uncomfortable, and it only did about 14 miles worth of range. If I would have known about this scooter then, I would have spent 200 more bucks and get her this easily. But in my case, I couldn't help to find shredding the dirt, finding curbs, finding steps to hop off of. I couldn't stop doing endos. I couldn't stop bunny hopping the damn thing or finding anything to act as if it's a little ramp. I would have a blast. So if you're looking for a scooter with really good suspension, great capabilities, a digital touchscreen display, can go off of ramps, can go down any steps comfortably, and you need over 25 miles per hour, and you need over 22 miles worth of range, and you also ride a lot at night, so you'll utilize the headlight, taillights, blinkers, and brake light, and you have a very low budget and you don't want to break the bank, if you use our discount code eSkateUnityG2, this scooter will go all the way down to only $599 US. Please, if there is a scooter out there with more value at $599, I really want to know about it. Chuck in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.